Today we're doing some test cuts on extruded polystyrene boards. So we have the test today. Big old blue board, you've probably seen it in construction. Boards are about 4 foot by 8 foot and about 3.5 inches thick. I have a potential customer who has an application and he needs to cut these 3.5 inch boards down to about 2.86 inches total. And for process reasons, he wants to cut both sides. This means we're cutting about 1/4 inch off of each side. That's actually rather tricky. When you start cutting very thin slivers off material, off a parent block, it gets easy for the blade to rise up out of the cut. So we have a model 480P with a traveling table. Running a 1 inch wide blade, 3 tooth per inch. I'm running it pretty tight. I'm running, I think, about 25,000 PSI, so that's pretty well tensioned. The blade's about as stable as you're gonna get. The plan is to make the same cut on 3 boards. We have the saw set up now. We're gonna cut roughly 1/4 inch off the top of 3 boards. I'm then gonna reset the bandsaw for the finished height of 2.86 inches. We'll run all 3 boards again to get cuts on both sides. We have done this before, experimenting just to get the process down. This makes a lot of dust. We will be running a dust collection system. Ideally, between every cut, we would take all the dust off each cut surface. I'm gonna leave that step out for now just to see how critical it is. The concern is, for this, that the dust clings to the board, also may build up on the table surface such that when we put a block of material on here, it's not sitting flat on the table surface, but it's floating on a cushion of dust. Gonna see how material that is. If it becomes necessary to sweep everything perfectly clean between every cut, that may not be the effective way to do this work then. But like I said, we've got this saw set up. We're gonna run 3 pieces at the first cut height to clean one side, reset the blade, flip the work pieces over, run through the other side, get cuts on both sides. So Shane's gonna help me out with this. I'll go ahead and start, like I said, I preset the saw blade, so let's fire it up. Could you turn on the dust collection, please? Can I get your help here? Okay. That's good, I've got it. This machine is just a little undersized for this application. A little shorter and narrower than I'd like, but I'm pretty sure it all fits. Actually, it doesn't fit this time. Oh yeah, it does. I didn't have it all the way back. That's right. This machine has an adjustable guidepost. I forgot about that, so it does fit. Okay, I'm gonna run this one through. Another consideration. This block is fairly light. There is some possibility that the workpiece might want to rise up as the blade cuts it. So we'll see how that works. We're still in the experimentation phase here. But I'm gonna feed it through. Why don't you come across to this side? Okay. Why don't you grab the scrap piece, put it over there. Get the other side of this. We'll take it back to the front. Go high. Let's do this. Let's put it down this way. Give it a tap. Okay. And put it down like that. Okay. Would you shove the table back at me? Shove the table back. Got it. We're working in a bit of a confined space here. It's good. I've got it. Okay. Second cut. Put the scrap over there. Let's knock the dust off here. I'm going to leave you with a heck of a job sweeping up. Okay, third piece. Oh, I've got the table. Thank you. I got it from here. This stuff's not real heavy, but man, is it awkward. I'm cutting a little faster as I get used to the process. Knock this off. I got it. You want to send the table back? Yeah. Always makes a mess. Okay, now I'm going to reset the blade height to 2.86 inches. I have an electronic digital readout for blade height here. It can be zeroed. Okay, now we'll run the next three pieces. I think I can load up. I think I can get it loaded up on my own. Let me see here. Let's find out. It's a technique thing. Okay, yeah. So we have some temporary lips here on this edge. We're using magnets here and here on these edges to keep the workpiece from sliding off the table. First time we made a cut on this experimenting, we only had one magnet, or actually two magnets, one in the front, one in the back here, and it pulled them off. So the blade does generate a considerable amount of force cutting through the material. So, but these two magnets work fine. For this customer's application, I would probably put like a 1/2 inch tall ledge on the trailing edge and on this side to keep the workpiece from coming off the table. But the magnets are a pretty good solution too. So we're gonna run these pieces now. Tap. You're right, we're running out of place to put stuff. We'll go up here. I think I've got it. You want to send the table back? So much dust. All right, last up. Thank you. Alrighty. Okay, would you turn off the dust system, please? Yes. Alrighty, so let's get some calipers and see how well we did here. So the target thickness was 2.86 inches. I'll be happy if they're all consistent. So if we are repeatable, if they're all a 16th thick or a 16th thin, as long as they're all the same, then we can process out. If the numbers are all over the place, a little tougher. So what are we getting here? So I get 2.8 15, a little low. 2.810, pretty good. Uh, 2.80, 2.805, so pretty consistent on this piece. So we needed to make it 40 thou. Need to move the blade up about 40 thou or 32nd of an inch. Now let's see if we have a consistent result across all three pieces. That's the tricky bit. Uh, 2.80. 2.80. Let's just do this. .80. 2.805. Okay, pretty good. Third piece. .80. 2.79. That one came under a little. .79. 2.79. Okay. So we're getting pretty good consistency here. Having calibrated the process, I would raise the blade up about 60 inches, and we could get some repeatable results. Now, for somebody trying to get really precise, repeatable results on an application like this, I do a couple things. First off, this table, would you shove that table back at me, please? Thank you, sir. So this table, it's our standard heavy-duty table. It uses hard phenolic casters running on, actually these are hydrometer urethane in this application, running on 3-inch square tube railing, or 3-inch square tube as the railing. Durable, reliable, pretty precise. Not perfectly precise. If we get debris or whatever on the 3-inch rail, or you get buildup on the wheels, that can change your ride height a little bit. So if you're looking for a really precise 16th or 32nd inch type accuracy, what we do is we switch from this setup to linear round rail to move the table. The other thing we do, this table is fabricated steel, 2-inch square tube, 12 gauge top. You can put a couple thousand pounds on this. It's meant for heavy duty, obviously durability, but you have the limitations of fabricated steel. It's welded up steel, and it's good to a 32nd, maybe a 64th inch flatness across a 4 foot by 8 foot roughly table. For customers who are very concerned about precision, we replace the steel top with an aluminum top. I use a piece of 1/2 inch thick aluminum mill plate. No one's going to argue it's anything other than flat. Another thing we're doing here, we are using edges here to keep the workpiece from shifting around the table. Another option is to make this a vacuum table. I call it the reverse air hockey table. We use a sheet of material here that's perforated with a bunch of holes, and we enclose this whole table and make a vacuum plenum out of it. So whatever you put down on here sticks. This might be a good application for this. This stuff does like to slide around. The other issue obviously is, dust. I'm gonna have to knock this off pretty good. If I go home and throw this in the washer, my wife's gonna kill me for getting crud all in her new washing machine. So yeah, it makes a lot of dust, but the cut surface is pretty good. I believe the accuracy and precision are there. Cycle time, it's a little long, maybe compared to what they're looking for, but that's depending on the application. And with a slightly upgraded version of our table drive, our traveling table, I believe this is doable. If you have any questions about this application, please feel free to call or email us at Forest Manufacturing. Thank you for watching.